This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Want to shout out to the VIP. We're up, guys. Bitcoin is up. Look at this, $20,400. We caught the level of support in the back. Extremely exciting. Let's shout out to all the VIP top level of membership. Guys, you are killing it in the back. Want to shout out to Jay, Freddie, Leo, Bill, Pathfinder, Venus, Vlad, Luke, Chris, Sean, and Anthony. Guys, I want to shout out to you. It's nice to have you in the back. You're killing it in terms of the trades. And let's talk about this. Shout out in the chat, please. Let me know that you're here. It would be a lot of fun, guys, if you just hit the like button, shout out in the chat. Let me know you're here. I told you guys in the back, and I got tied up. I didn't get to finish the trade exactly, but I told the VIP that I had scheduled in literally a cash truck sideways, boom, on the level of support. Was a big deal, guys. We're looking at capitulation or not, but I let them know just in a joking way. We say that sometimes at VIP. Back the truck up, period. In terms of that, it's like, yes, back the ATM up as well. Boom. We wanted to get in on that level of support. We did not give up. We did not capitulate to this specific pattern. I'll say that in terms of that level that, well, look at that level of support is just perfect on the specific candle wicks. Make sure that you look at the candle wicks. We're looking at a breakout now. I'm going to go to the candle wicks on the breakout to give ourselves a little bit more room on that level of resistance since this level of support played so well. If you're new to trading and guys are new to the group, I'll shout out to Leo. Congratulations, Leo, on the entry last night. New VIP, very important. We're looking at this specific expanding diagonal. Guys, this leading expanding diagonal, as you would see that with the level of resistance, the level of support here, technically a bearish pattern. Technically per Elliott wave, just so that you know, there is a move up in this zone. So that you know there's technically a move into this zone and then down. Bam. If it's to follow Elliott wave perfectly, we would see a breach of this top line resistance. And this would be the textbook approach. Textbook, not required. But the textbook example of this specific pattern includes, and you guys know this, includes, you've looked at this. I know you've looked at this a lot. The VIP have definitely looked at this a lot. As we look at the rules, buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. You guys know that there would be a breach of this level of resistance contemplated. We're going to take it on the micro, but then boom, to the downside. That's the expectation of this move. The expectation per textbook, just so that you guys know. And I wanted to stream because, yeah, we were excited about this in the back. Let's see, let's go through this. In terms of the back, what were we talking about? I was letting them know, where's the cash truck? I want to know, where's the cash truck? First of all, 104%. That was for Freddie right there. We have additional trades, 243%. Venus, way to go, Venus. Look at this. Another 80% from Venus. And let's get on down here. I want to show the cash truck. Where's the cash truck? This is important, guys, understanding. 253%. That is Anthony. Congratulations, Anthony. There's the cash truck. I'm letting them know. Park it sideways in the driveway, right? Put the cash truck sideways in the driveway. Have the neighbors wondering what is going on. Essentially, I was excited about the level of support, guys. That's our way of talking. Back the truck up. We're going to need a truck. We have fun like that. You know this. It's just that kind of group. So we're having a good time in the back. Shout out to the VIP, all of your returns on this specific move. What a pickup. Boom. This was it. This was the back the truck up. Park the truck sideways. Boom. Level of support, guys. It doesn't get that complicated. Now, multiple trades. I traded up, then I traded down, and I missed this. I'm still in a long from below under 18, so I'm still covering this. But the flash trade, bam, to the upside was a nice trade. Then boom to the downside. Then back to the upside. Look for the level of support. You're up 3.5%. That's a big trade, guys. That's a big trade, and I know who's trading because you stick around. You're not interested, is it going up or going down? You're interested in the rules. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance. Trade your patterns, right? We're in a descending wedge, guys. Big telltale sign. People who just want to know, is it going up or down? It's like, man, you got to buy it, support. It's real easy. This was a killer trade in the back, and VIP did not miss it, guys. Boom, bam. Back up the money truck. Good job, guys. In terms of those returns, I'm excited about it. We also didn't miss this at all. Guys, I told you, under 20,000. Boom. Very nicely done. It was just indicated by this leading diagonal. We poured on down through. Very exciting to see that, huh? Very nice move. Glad that we got under 20. I'm on the record in terms of Twitter saying that. Looking like we're pushing up to the upside. Let's refine this level of resistance across the top. This is just live price action. Nice to see BTC really pushing. Let's refine this even further. The level of resistance currently at 20,482. Any updates you guys can give me in the chat in terms of the futures for the markets right now? That would be great to know. Sean, you come to mind. Sean, do you have any idea on the futures in terms of NASDAQ, futures, etc.? Please let me know what we're looking at for futures. I don't want to be distracted right now. I want to focus on the technicals as we look at a potential breakout. I'm going to drop this line a touch here in terms of the top line resistance. I want to let you guys know we're literally at the level of resistance right now. That is as precisely measured as we can get. That's a lock on to the specific candle wick features, and we have contacted resistance. We've contacted resistance and a potential breakout of a descending wedge. Important, nice, huge move over 3.5%. We'll measure it again. We caught this in the back. Multiple trades. I'll say multiple trades available to the upside, to the downside. Nice volatility. She waited a bit, right? It's nice to see Bitcoin up at the start of the day. Just phenomenally important. I will check, since I didn't get the feedback in the specific chat as requested. CNBC. Let's see what we got on CNBC. Anybody in the chat? Anybody? Let me go ahead and go to it. Let's see what we got. Stock futures rise after the major averages dip. Investors more recession concerns. So, looking at this, we're looking at a rebound on futures. Okay, but it looks like it's still in the red. Interesting that BTC is getting some action while we're in the red on equity futures. Recession talk, Powell today. Very important. Very, very important. And what I'll do, guys, what I will do is I will go in the back and I'll address VIP directly, because just easy stuff, guys. If you want to stream, if you want to be a part of the stream, etc., you want to be a part of trading, and I just need some help on guys, what's the futures? What are the futures doing? Right? Easy stuff. Let me make sure that you guys know how to do that. First of all, though, go to CNBC. I'm gonna go through this. Go to CNBC. Very easy. CNBC will show you on top the futures. Those are the markets, guys. That's the markets off hours. That's all it is. It's the NASDAQ off hours is down. So they're planning on, essentially the status of the market is down right now. The Dow on the left is up right now. CNBC.com, so that you know that. When I ask for interaction, and I just get the impression that it's not VIP that are here. It's just not VIP that are here. So to the extent that you guys are in the mix, or that you're not, if you're tied up, what you're doing, you guys can chat. You can let me know that you're here. Otherwise, I'll go trade and you guys go trade. If you're not part of the group, shout out in the chats. I'd appreciate that. I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And nobody wants to shout out in the chats. Pathfinder shouts out in the chat. I got to threaten to close the thing down, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I got to threaten to close the thing down, guy. That's not cool, man. We're sitting here, breakout. Shout out, Torque. What's up? Nice to see you guys. Please kindly, when I say shout out in the chat, I'll shut it down. Guys, I'm not going to sit here and talk to nobody. You know this. Thank you for shouting out in the chat, letting me know that I have VIP here. If I don't have VIP, I'm not going to be here. We're not going to be trading. I'll be trading. I won't have the forum going, guys. This is exclusive just for you guys. It's the only reason I'm doing it. Thank you for shouting out when I kindly ask that, and I run people off when I talk like this. It's just the truth. We run them off. I really don't mind. These are exclusive VIP trading streams. It just, overall, it's and Abdullah's in the house. Abdullah, nice to see you. Abdullah, you were going to join VIP. I'm not sure what happened. You told me you were going to be joining VIP. Nice to have you in the mix. Abdullah, what's up? Yeah, you just got here. Well, that's great. You may have just gotten here. I've been complaining about, like, is anybody here? I needed help on futures, etc. While we're getting into a trade. Just wanted to see what VIP was doing. So, Pathfinder, congratulations for being here. I know that you're trading. Torque, I know that you're trading. Abdullah, I know that you're trading. Anybody who was here, VIP, etc., and just sitting back there and just wanting to listen, be a part of the group, man. Be a part of it. That's the whole idea. Otherwise, you're just watching these moves. In the back, I'm letting you guys know, heavy entry on level of support. Boom. There's a cash truck, for the record, right? And that was down in this zone. You don't have to trade heavily, but you should trade. I'll tell you should trade. Don't be a bystander. That's the whole idea. And I'll put thank you guys. Thank you guys. Big time. Thank you guys. Boom. That means a lot to me. And I'm a member of the group too and spend time with you guys. Anthony, Puro VIP. Now we're talking. Now we got VIP in the house. We got Torque, we got Pathfinder, we got Anthony, Abdullah. I want Abdullah to join. I'm glad that he shouted out. Abdullah, I know that you're here now. Abdullah, let me say Abdullah. We want you to join. Abdullah, join today. Let me put that in here. Abdullah. Let me see. Abdullah, join today. Period, brother. I know that you contacted me a while back. We're looking at a breakout feature here. Any underlying targets, anything to be concerned about? Let's assess this as quickly as we can. Let's get into the framework here. Any upside targets, downside targets. Let's look at this in terms of, do you guys see any rising wedge feature below that could pull us back down? Any flat top resistance below? I don't see it. Look at this level, guys, from the level of support. Who entered at support? I want to know, because you're up, guys. You're up almost 4% right now. Hugely impressive. And yes, we do have, very interesting. Let's take a look at this. Interesting and important that we go through kind of VIP strategy, guys, right now in terms of a rising wedge feature on the 3 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute, see if we have it. Sure. Yeah, we've got it on the 1 minute. Okay, in terms of this specific feature, it looks like this. We are up and over the rising wedge. This is where the rubber meets the road, guys, right? We're on a breakout feature of the specific descending wedge, and this is how we dig into the technicals, okay? Specific bullish pattern, boom, in the breakout. And thanks, guys, for just letting me know that you're here, because it's a big deal for me. I don't like talking to a bunch of people who aren't in our group. Bottom line, I like talking to you guys. That's the only reason I ever get sideways, upset or anything else. I don't like talking to a bunch of people who aren't in our group. I can go talk to you guys in the back and have a good time all day long. So if I'm ever just in a bad mood or anything else, realize I don't got my team, right? If I don't have my team, then that's it, right? It's all about VIP. So that's the only reason I bring that stuff up. It's like, hey, shout out, are you here? Are you not here? I just don't enjoy talking to a bunch of people who could just care less and are going to go look for another, in their opinion, a wrong answer next. That's not who we are. We're VIP. So, and I appreciate all you guys. In terms of, what do you got, Torque? Got my eyes and ears ready to listen to London the Wizard. Cool. Anthony, los VIPs están aquí. Guay. Hey, guay, huh? Hey, what's up, guay? That's, hey, whoa. No Torque con España, hombre. Bastante bien, hombre. Ella, hombre, ya sabemos bastante de España con eso, eh? That's interesting, bro. Interesting. So, Torque pulling out the Spanish skills. What's up with that, bro? That's interesting. I lived in Spain, lived in Barcelona, lived in Madrid. FYI. Yeah? Puro VIP all the time, man. What's up? So, a rising wedge feature. What's the fallback here in terms of the risk? It's a bearish pattern. Okay, so we're breaking out of a bullish pattern with a bearish pattern. We just had a bearish pattern here, the rising wedge. And it's weird. I got to tell you guys, because Spanish, just so that you know, I was the #1 student at Duke University of all of the students, for whatever reason, for all the Romance languages, for French, Spanish, whatever else, guys, Latin, all the studies, Romance languages. I was the #1 student out of Duke University in my class. It's very interesting. I have no idea why. So, yeah, just weird stuff, huh? I got it down. I went to Spain and had a Spanish girlfriend, and she taught me the majority of what I knew. And she had this huge her boyfriend. No, her brother. Her brother was the national weightlifting champion of Spain. My girlfriend in Spain, she was a beautiful girl. Her brother was the national weightlifting champion of Spain. The biggest dude you've ever met. He could pick a house up. Literally the #1 guy in Spain. There's some big dudes over there. So when I was dating her, just so that you know I learned Spanish so well, I had to talk to him about her. So in terms of that, I got really good at my Spanish. And so I learned, I was the #1 in the class. Like, man, how did you learn Spanish in 6 months? Like, well, I was dating this chick, and her brother's the national weightlifting champion of Spain. He's the biggest dude in Spain. So I had to be able to talk to him literally about his sister. I'm like, I'm with the guy's sister. So it was just funny. That's my story about España. Viva España, man. But that's fun stuff. That's good stuff, just so that you guys know. Good old times. So looking at the rising wedge feature, would you enter a short? Would you enter a long? Do we have any further below? Let's just look at let's assess this, first of all, because people want to jump on the bus here. Where was the time to jump on the bus? When we were back in the VIP at this level here, boom, support. Right, he got frustrated. It was a little bit rough. I let VIP know in the back a little bit of a sentiment, just a touch of a sentiment. What do you guys think? I was talking about parking a cash truck sideways in the in the front driveway so that the guys I was literally saying I went into it sideways with a cash truck, literally in terms of a long. Now I longed it, then I shorted it, and guys, I got busy. I'm still in a different long for a lower level, but I longed this, shorted this, killed it, and then I think I got on the rotor. I was talking with J Mac. Shout out to J Mac. What's up, Jay? He knows. He's like, hey, London had to go. But yeah, I missed this part of the trade. I'm sorry I did. I know that you guys probably hit that long, hopefully the short. And if you didn't catch any of them, guys, is the whole idea. Next, if you miss a trade, Bitcoin is going to give you another one. That's the whole idea, and that's not fast talk. That's reality for VIP. So level of support, level of resistance, and again, just to bring up the context here, bulls right now. I'm going to tell you, bulls have their eye on this level of resistance. I do this frequently with the VIP so that you guys know. Let me go ahead and put this in here in terms of where are the bulls looking to achieve price right now. You guys know this. Bulls are looking to achieve price in line with, and wouldn't this be sweet? Wouldn't this be awesome? Something along the lines of, this would be too good to be true, guys. Just too good to be true. Check this out. Ba-boom. If we could get something along the lines of a downward sloping channel here, hello, guys. That would be really, really, really nice if we could fill out a channel framework here to traject to the upside, and it would be nice. Now, what we got today was a little different than what I projected yesterday, although we were within conformances. We look at a potential breakout right now. Let's just cover this because last night we did in-depth cover this. You know that I was drawing out a bull pennant the entirety of the stream, essentially. Boom. Right? Now, we got that for the most part. We dug down into that in terms of this level of rising support and this decreasing level of resistance. We just did. We formulated that quite well. We've fallen below that level of support. I didn't give up on it. I know that you guys didn't either. We had the catch in terms of this specific falling wedge, a bullish structure. So as we would look at it, the pickup is on support. Bottom line, you guys know that. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. I'll bring up the fact if you trade falling wedges frequently, please pay attention. Now, I'd love to see this channel formation. Boom. That'd be beautiful, guys. But if you trade wedges frequently, I'll tell you guys, and Jay tonight was letting me know on the 15-second, he likes the 15-second. It gives him more patterns all that time, guys. More pattern practice in that. Very crucial in terms of those patterns. What I'm going to say is the more exposure you get to your trades, etc., the more short you book, the more longs you book, right? The more hedges you book, the better off you're going to be. So those lower time frames are crucial. And what I'll say about wedges is a descending wedge with the expectation of a move to the upside. Descending wedge with the expectation of a move to the upside. Let's say a small descending wedge. You learn very quickly not to jump and bull rush into and FOMO a breakout of a descending wedge. You just do. You learn to enter the wedge along the level of support. If you have a threshold to allow it to carry up and out, great, you're in the money. But you quickly learn with wedges. You just do. You quickly learn with wedges, unless there's an incredible amount of momentum, unless it really gets going, that you are likely to frustrate in this zone. You guys know that. It's just it's a constituted fact of a descending wedge. We love when they would just scream boom to the upside. It's very rare. About maybe 1 in 10. 1 in 10 wedges, boom, just moves to the upside very strongly. We just expect immediate bam. Nice, I'd say it would trade as strongly as a bull flag. They're just not known for that amongst traders. So always pay attention to that expectation you have, right? We'd love to see this specific carry up feature. Let's formulate a bull flag. What a surprise that would be in the market. It just would be. We're dancing around that $20,000 mark. We got underneath it, right? And I did do that tweet. I'll let you guys know. Elliott Wave is indicating that we would be sub 20,000. We hit that multiple times today. We're right on with that. Congratulations to all the VIP, everybody else that was trading, at least having that in your repertoire in terms of a possibility you could have selected for your own trade, right? And if you're just tuning in tonight and looking for a perfect trade, I'll just tell you the level of support was, I'm going to say, guys, I don't say this much, it was perfect, wasn't it? Guys, in the back, yeah, buddy. I like how Anthony says that. All the time. Yeah, buddy, you got that right. That level of support was a perfect pickup. It's one of the reasons I was telling him in the back. I went into this sideways. Literally, I parked this truck sideways. Literally, and we say that kind of stuff like back the truck up. Literally, we say that stuff in terms of the money truck, whatever it is. Just literally, we had a perfect level of support on the candle wicks. We don't see it like that, guys. That was lined out, just boom, just razor's edge. I like to say a razor's edge. So we're seeing some interaction here on this rising wedge feature now. Just incredible. Guys, it just, when I say it's incredible, it's just nice to turn it around and see BTC up 2.3% while the futures are slightly up. That's nice, but it's nice, guys. It's just nice to be up and over the 20 instead of capitulating down through the lower levels, right? In terms of those Fibonacci pickups, and we're on some. It is part, guys. It's part of what makes trading incredible. You guys got to give that to me, and I'll give it to you. In terms of it, like trading is incredible. It's a lot of fun. You turn around. It's the thrill of your life. It really is. You turn around, prices up. It completes a pattern. Boom, you book a trade. You impress yourself. You impress VIP. You impress everybody. That's just the idea, guys. It's just it's incredible. We got to say, why else would we be spending? You're part you're Mexican. Hey, that's awesome, bro. Ya he pasado bastante tiempo en su país, hombre. I spent a lot of time in Mexico, without a doubt, DFA and all around, bro. Doing some different stuff, so that's really cool. I didn't know that. I may sound like I'm part Mexican, but I don't know. It might be. Let's say I might be. Who knows? 86. What's up, Pathfinder? Just VIP, rocking and rolling. We want to shout out to Leo. What's up, Leo? New VIP. He's from Australia. What's up? What's up, down under? We're excited about having Leo in the group. Boom. And we're going to get you rolling tomorrow. Tomorrow night? I think it's tomorrow night. I believe tomorrow night. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow night. You let me know. But in terms of could be tonight. We'll get you rolling on the specifics for your first hedge trade. Need you to set up that L Bank account first. Let's do that. Set up that L Bank account. Make sure that's set up, and I want to make sure you get that that book, New York Institute of Finance, as well. Really, those would be two great precursors to our chatting on text, and I'll set that up as well. We'll get that done. It's on the books. It's going to happen. I talked to Jay Mack today, relatively new VIP. He started his 100 rounds. I'm so excited about that. And of all the talk and everything else, I just kept wanting to say, Jay, just trade. Jay, just trade. Jay, just trade. And I'm a little bit short on patience sometimes. I know you guys are like, yeah, really, huh? But I just wanted to keep telling him, you just trade. All you need to do is trade. Don't quit. That's just the bottom line, guys. That's just the way I look at things. Just trade. Just trade. That's oftentimes the solution. You guys know that. I'm trying to look at a little bit of a framework here in terms of the breakout to the upside. Do we have the expectation? A lot of people will say, well, the expectation is a completion to the preceding high, the 5.8%. Guys, that's not. If you trade a lot of wedges, I'll tell you that's not the expectation. Just a completion to the upside. Boom. It's not automatic like that. Don't bite off into that story. Just don't do that. It's not consistent in terms of the completion to the upside. It's just not. We prefer a flag has a nice measured move to the upside, right? The preceding flagpole. The wedges are a lot more variable. You wanted to pick up on support. We caught that in the back. Hey, I'm excited. We caught that in the back. I know the VIP are trading. Congratulations, guys. I know you're trading. We caught that in the back. And most of the time, the VIP don't just sit there and listen to me talk about going in heavy on something and just sit there, right? You guys know that. Most of the time, we just don't sit there and sit there. It's like we're on support. Hello. That's rule number one, guys. You know this. We're on support. Buy at support. Sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and hit your targets. Now, let's see if we can carve in a little bit to this in terms of the technical formation, what we have going on. Looks like an interesting framework here. Let's dig into this. I have to say that maybe the 5-minute will give it to us as well. Nicely laid out. Let's take a look at this. It looks almost like a parallel channel that is forming with some tendencies and this is very interesting. Please pay attention to this channel that's going on right now. The channel formation that you're seeing from the level of support to resistance, that framework as we carry down, use the parallel channel tool, it is underneath your trend line. And guys, I gave a great example tonight to J-Mac. I want to talk to you guys about that. And I rushed a little bit in the conversation with him. I was like, man, we got to stream. I want to brag about you because J-Mac's going to be really great, guys. He's really going to do some awesome stuff. Looking forward to seeing how he becomes a leader in VIP. I'm really excited about that, Jay. Without a doubt, brother, from the heart. And I get rushed around a little bit from place to place, just so that you know that I get rushed around. Not only myself, but some other people kind of rush me here and there, so I got to push around sometimes in terms of staying on schedule. Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. This sort of a channel framework does come into play oftentimes when we're either let's say mid pattern, okay, mid pattern. You'll see this channel formation. What's going on here, right? What I'll say is, as you experience channeling like this, and it seems to be a little bit odd. We're just pushing in a channel. Anytime you see we're just pushing down in the channel, anytime you see that, you need to ask yourself the following question: what pattern are we forming? Period. That's the bottom line. That's the end all be all question. What pattern are we forming right now? When you see a grind, boom, 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 resistance, support, when you see the channel functioning come into play, you need to start assessing what pattern you're in. As patterns formulate, they will establish channel frameworks oftentimes within those patterns. It will be an indication to you that a pattern structure is in formation. So please pay attention to such. When you see it going into a level of resistance, it's not uncommon, okay, that we would approach a level of resistance with a channel line formation for a potential breakout. So one is, what pattern are we forming? Two is, are we heading into a line of resistance? All right, more frequently line of resistance than a line of support. Okay, more frequently a line of resistance, noted, than a line of support. Just pay attention to that. You guys got that. We had a bit of an ascending triangulation below. That was nice. We caught this in the back as well. I'm excited when we catch patterns in the back, guys. I just really am. That's what VIP is all about. I'm trying to continually bring you guys that best effort that I can in terms of staying on top of the technicals. It's a daily battle. You know this is a daily battle. Like, really, huh? I mean, you guys have been around for a while. It's like, do you think it's a daily battle, huh? You have to be correct every time, huh? That's the idea. You got to be correct every time, right? Yeah, you got that right. So looking at a level of support to resistance, and no one's going to claim to be right every time. Bottom line, you guys know that. No one's going to be claiming to be right every time. But we're just going to claim to outwork the competition, period. You guys know that. 99% of success is hard work, showing up, etc. Look at this nice gap framework we have here. Boom. Now, what are the buyers doing right now? They're framed up on Fibonacci's, right? Let's make sure that we demonstrate what the correct approach would be, the low to the high, and bam, we do see the engagement of that 23.6 now. So, crucially important, remember, when you're up against some potentially retracing, right? A potential retracement has the move to the upside capitulated, right? The question is going to be, well, where are you on your Fibonacci's? Boom, 23.6. Always draw it up. As price goes up, draw up, period, okay? Preceding level of resistance, there is a flat top down here. That specific golden pocket is indicated on that flat top. So we're on the 23.6 right now. I'm going to tell you that trades are engaging. On the 23.6, buyers are engaging. That does not mean that the level will hold. You understand that? That doesn't mean that the level will hold. That means that there are traders at the 23.6 now, period. They're at the 23.6. We're also up against a line of resistance. Understand the dynamics, the level of resistance, level of support, the descending wedge. You guys got this, right? So that 23.6 is crucial, right? That's a big componentry in terms of the trade, guys, the dynamics of a trade, how to book a positive trade, right? It's a big deal, guys. We pay a lot of attention to that because I want you guys to book positive trades. It's just, that's the dynamic that we focus on big time. Now, this is an interesting channel framework because a breach of the channel framework would imply, guys, it would technically indicate, beyond really implication, technically indicate it would imply a complete amplitude move to the downside. That would actually put us at the 50% retracement. So just make sure that you're aware of that fact, right? You do know that, but any specific amplitude move, a breach of that specific level will result technically speaking in the amplitude move, boom, to the downside. And that's the technical approach. You guys know that. You may see one not work out and give up on the strategy. Continue to apply it. If it technically applies, continue to apply it. You'll start to see those targets get hit relatively consistently when you look at a data set, right? That's why we say it technically applies, because over a data set, a complete data set, you would see those technicals continue to repeat. So the framework here on the 23.6, it looks like price has slowed down a little bit. I wanted to come live because we're in the process of arguably breaking out of this zone, right, of this the specific level of resistance. That zone would be the 20,000 now, getting down to 19,775. That zone sub 20. Just happy to be on par with that, so that you guys had the approach. Very important, so that you guys had the approach. And I want to shout out to all the VIP. You guys are rocking and rolling. It's a pleasure to be a part of VIP with you guys. It's a good trade group. I meet a lot of traders. You guys may too, in terms of just your overall what you do in life, right? But I meet a lot of traders, and we got a really, really, really cool group. You guys know that. We just got the best group. It's just cool. You guys are rocking and rolling. We're having a good time, etc. It's just it's the right place to be. We have some differentiation on the 1 minute. Let's see on the 1 minute. We do have an expansion here that needs to be noted on the 1 minute as you do the overall. Let's just look at this in terms of the overall. I'd say we say just application of your technicals. On the candle wicks, we have the specific for measurement purposes is going to be very important for that channel function, right? And we have this specific expansion in terms of that expansion, that rising expansion. They're kind of a leading rising expansion there. So looking at the breakdown here, I'm going to stick with the target ultimately at that 50% retracement. Just that is the technical approach there. There's no interaction on the 23.6 as we speak. The buyers have failed that zone. Bitcoin has been a bit choppy recently. You know that. She has slammed around. You guys know after she broke out here, it behooved us to get into this trade early in the back. You guys know that. Yes, it did indeed. Going in like guys hammering in at this lower level. It made this breakout a lot better than buying in here. Just look at how she's been. Buying in here in a breakout of an ascending triangulation. Look at this. Boom. You're toast. You're gone, right? I got in this level here, around support. We noted that in the back. And then, boom, experienced this to the upside. A beautiful move. Great trade. That alone, right, was a great trade. And, boom, that short was phenomenal, right? Just up and over. Boom, nailed that. While you're not on the wrong side of the coin, this is a good coin to trade. When you're consistently on the wrong side of the coin, guys, that's not good. You got to work on your technicals. Got to work on that element of surprise a little bit. I always tell the VIP and everybody, be prepared for the surprises in the market. I'm like, well, what does that mean? It's going to be a surprise. Exactly. Be prepared for the inconsistencies of what you expect, right? Think outside of the box. What else could occur? What are the average traders doing right now? What's the best kind of insurance? If I wanted to give myself insurance on a breakout trade here, well, how about on a perfect level of support? Boom. It was almost, hey guys, it was sweat free. Honestly, this level of support was beautifully indicated. You guys know that. Just boom. You didn't hit a stop loss one anywhere near a stop loss. I want to shout out to Vlad. What's up, Vlad? Hope you're doing well, my man. What's up, Vlad? I want to see some sports cars. Want to see some cool stuff going on. Some parties, something cool. It's summertime, bro. What's up? Vlad's VIP. And I know he's trading. And I know he's excited about some targeting techniques we got going on, some different things. We'll continue to expand the kind of the trade menu throughout the residual of Q3 and Q4 for the VIP. And hopefully Abdullah will join. I don't know, Abdullah. I appreciate you shouting out earlier on. That means a lot to me. I was just sitting here, guys, we were going over technicals. I'm like, who's here, right? Who's here? We're going through a breakout in this specific descending wedge. I'm like, who's here, right? So VIP got busy, and that was nice to see you guys get busy in the chats, et cetera, just letting me know. But that was a big move, and I had to cover this because we did cover this live in the back, guys. This pick up, but I'm saying, when I say buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets, people will tune out. I'm telling you guys, the average person tunes out. I say, buy at support. They don't want to listen to it, guys. They do not want to listen to the easiest answer of how to trade. That's number one. Not me. That's New York Institute of Finance, guys. I agree with them. So I'll state it as well. It's the most basic function. People tune out all the time. I know they can't trade. They don't want to trade. Bottom line, guys, literally the level of support pickup here, what are you up right now? 3%? Just a pickup on support is very easy. Or someone will think, well, I already know that. I already know that. Did you do it? Right? Are you doing it? Did you do it here? Are you consistently buying at support, selling at resistance, trading your patterns, and hitting your targets? This is an incredible, just an incredible example as we would look at the buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, right? In terms of a breakout, I didn't trade a breakout trade here. I just didn't. In terms of the descending wedge, partially because I'm discussing things with you. I think Pathfinder says need a short o'clock and a long o'clock emote. Yes, yes. What's up? I love that idea. Way to go, Pathfinder. Pathfinder is crucial to the overall stilo. He keeps the stilo tight, without a doubt. I love the idea, brother. Love it. Love it. Bring it. Bring it. This is interesting in terms of the pattern formation. I want to pay attention to this. Yeah, we got a short o'clock. Okay, cool. Definitely like that. We got to work on it, brother. You let me know how we get it done. You see the emojis, the cool stuff, the Ferraris, everything else. That's Pathfinder in the house. He's cool. He's cool people. We have this this specific feature here. I'd like to see just anytime we have this, and I pointed this out to you guys. Great stream last night. Great video also on Elliott Wave options, the new Elliott Wave that was in process, that's in process. I've told you guys, anytime you see this, to pay attention, right? Anytime you see this like fan procedure like this, boom, boom, boom. You guys remember this from the previous stream? Anytime you start seeing, and really it's a compressed boom, boom, right? Anytime you see, and the notion is, it's kind of like this. You're kind of seeing this boom, boom, boom. Like, you're getting this kind of this wave up, boom, boom, like this. Anytime you see that here, be careful, right? Boom, okay? Anytime you see that in price action, you're just seeing this here, boom, boom, boom. Be careful. I've brought that up in the last few streams. Make sure that you're paying attention. It's just a wave dynamic. It likes to collapse back to this preceding zone so that orders can reestablish at the level of preceding support, okay? But pay attention to that. I've mentioned that to you guys. When you see that, boom, just be careful because you're going to be up on it right here. It's going to be tempting to get into it, but she likes to come back down to that level of support frequently. Okay, so we're getting that kind of dynamic here. Pick up on preceding the level of support, and I think that's going to be a little differentiated on the time frames. At the 15-minute where we see that pickup, also on the 5-minute we see that pickup, and BTC is just crazy about picking up at the preceding level of support. That's why she's difficult to trade when she formulates her descending triangles. You guys know that the descending triangles are crucial a component of BTC because the traders so frequently, guys, you know this, you have to know this, so frequently just like to return to prior support pivot, period. It's not automatic, but the more I mention it in the back, everybody's like, this is Bitcoin, huh? This is just Bitcoin. So we could go to the preceding breakout. What I'd say right now is it just looks like we're on a little bit of off-kilter preceding level of support here, but just this hitch you guys see when we don't, and we could start going into the EMA overlay with the Fibonacci's. If you're confused about Fibonacci's, make sure that you're looking at your 100, your 200, your 50, and your 20, okay, in terms of your potential pickups in the market in addition to your Fibonacci's, okay? Because the 100 and 200 play frequently for Bitcoin, without a doubt. You guys know that. They literally play frequently. This is a pickup on the 100. And guys, what do we got going on in terms of this? You guys tell me who's trading. What are you guys doing? Freddie, shout out to Freddie. I know Freddie had some good trades today. Shout out to Anthony. Pathfinder, I know you were trading. Torque is on the 100-round routine. What's up? What's up, Torque? Very exciting. That's just cool, bro. That's what's up. In terms of leverage, working through the 100 rounds, light exposure. Just make sure you focus on light exposure. So price action has died down just a touch, right? As we got a little excited to start the stream, I had to come, guys. I had to come live and just talk to you guys and see where we were at, just see where price was in terms of this breakout procedure. Just we had to do it, guys. So looks like she stalled. We we won't belabor the point. Is there anything else we need to cover? I left a lot of you messages today. If I have your cell phone, I left you a message. If I don't have your cell phone, I wasn't able to leave you a message. So please let me know your cell phone or text me on my cell. I put it in the back so that I can continue to communicate with you guys and you gals. Okay, it's important to me to have that dynamic in 2022 as I commit to building the group for us all, guys, and not just for me, guys. I want it to be the coolest group around. It already is, but I really, as much energy as I can put into it this year, I'm committed to that, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna continue to be cool. We're gonna develop in terms of trading, etc. It's gonna be awesome, guys. So just expect more good things. Just expect that, guys. So that's gonna be. It's just part of 2022. That's what I'm committed to. So it's fun. So looking at the framework, if you missed the pickup on the level of support, you missed out. It's okay. Don't FOMO, right? If you missed the release at the resistance, don't the short, don't FOMO, right? No FOMO zone here, right? And that may be difficult because, like, well, I tend to miss. You may say I miss all of the trades. That's impossible, guys. It's just impossible. We're in the back all day long. We're in the back all day long, guys. It's impossible for you to miss all the trades. You guys know that. And I just brag about you guys because it's a lot of fun to be in the back. It's a cool routine. And I know we're all paying attention, right? Had a backwards fan today. The right to left backwards fan. A little bit, it wasn't creative. It was a different way of targeting. We'll get into some, it's essentially what I covered today. It's like an empty seat, okay? We talk about the seat of a fan. You can have an empty seat, okay? And sometimes the empty seat will be a target. I'll let you guys know that on your fan procedures. And those who are in the back today know what I'm talking about, okay? The empty seat. All right, it's very interesting in terms of that, some of the processes that went on today. There's a lot of different targeting techniques we'll get into. Some of them are somewhat qualified, but we'll definitely continue to get into that for the residual of 2022. It should be a lot of fun, guys. A lot of looking for a lot of trades, a lot of success. You guys know we got some $1 million champs in the making. 2022. I feel confident on that, without a doubt. We'll shout out to Josh, 2021 champ, and yeah, I know he's in business now, doing a lot of different things in terms of everything. He's trading full time. I don't hear from some of those guys right now, and I just hope things are going well. I lose touch with some of them, and I wonder, it's like, did they go the wrong direction? I just do, guys. When I lose touch with any of those guys, I'm like, did they go the wrong direction, right? Did they get overexposed? Did they not focus on consistency? What was the component? As we look at a rising wedge here, I know they didn't learn how to target. If they didn't stick around, they didn't learn how to target. This is a lot of things that we put into the framework and into the mix. Inverse head and shoulders. Nice amplitude move up from the head to the neckline. Boom, boom. And a lot of these guys, New York Institute of Finance, just so that you know, NYIF will literally tell you can literally, guys, you'll see a guy on a chart with just his hands. He'll literally take, like you would hold up like 3 inches, whatever. You would do that with your hands, right? I need a nail this big. You would say that with your index and your thumb. Boom. They'll literally just walk around on the chart, and they'll literally say, and you can eyeball this up to the price, draw their finger over to the right in terms of just, guys, literally eyeballing with finger, hand, etc. And so when you're working with your, like that move down, boom, that amplitude, they say, yeah, that's the same amplitude as the inverse head and shoulders. They would literally take that drop right there and say, like, just like you would hold up your hands, your index finger, your thumb, say, yeah, about that big on the chart. Boom, boom, drag it up, drag your finger, just essentially approximate. There's a lot of that goes on. Whether or not they'll literally use their hand, it's interesting stuff, guys. Just pay attention. New York Institute of Finance, they're top level guys. They'll use their hand. That's about a hand high. That's okay. That's got to repeat it up to the upside. And estimate those things. Just to let you know, that's honestly the way you've got top traders in Wall Street, etc., guys, around the world doing things. So we don't talk about that stuff. So I wanted to bring that up to you, because sometimes it'll take time when you're trading and you say, okay, I have to draw this, I have to zoom in, I have to pull over, I have to copy and paste, Control C, Control V, I have to lift up, I may want to choose, and this is where you get into, I'm going to choose my head and shoulders tool, I'm going to go in, I'm going to discuss, I'm going to get through the parameters with the inverse head and shoulder. With all that time that just transpired, you've got a day trader that's trained in New York at the New York Institute of Finance, literally looking at the pattern, he sees it, boom. He literally is touching his computer screen with his hands, boom, boom. And he looks to the right and bam, he's got his target, 20,450, boom. or whatnot it would be. So understand, while you're working your technicals very quickly and trying to get the right tool, and there's a lot to be said for that, guys, but at the same time, you've got top traders, and I've never brought this up to you guys. You got top traders looking at their screen, boom, literally putting their thumb at the bottom of, important guys, very important, putting their thumb at the bottom of the inverse head and shoulders, putting their index finger at the specific neckline, and bam, just carrying it up without the technicals, and literally just looking across for their target. Boom, boom. Literally, guys. So incorporate that into your trade game. And if I didn't tell you guys that, you might be already doing that, but the odds are you probably wouldn't be. And you definitely wouldn't be doing that with the understanding that that's how a lot of the pros trade. Literally, from New York Institute of Finance, etc. They'll measure something with their hands, bam, with their fingers, boom, boom, and they'll apply it to the chart. Bam, bam. It's just quicker, right? And they're still getting that approximation of what they want in terms of the specific target. So some of those issues you'll learn as time goes on. We'll talk about more of them, but that's one way to kind of speed things up if your technicals aren't as quick as you'd like them to be. So we're looking at this frustrated and still pushing level descending triangulations. I still a triangulation, but it's a descending wedge, and it's not a descending triangle. I should always note that, because I do call these at times descending triangulation. People say it's a triangulation, but the real classic descending triangle is a descending line of resistance and a flat bottom support. You can stack a descending triangle on top of an ascending triangle at all times, right? And I'm glad that we covered that with the hand feature, guys. Just it's important. That's we haven't talked about that yet. So, in terms of the framework, we've looked at the downside potential for any type of an ascending wedge, etc. We have just had some good price action. Is the bottom line. We have a pickup at a preceding level of support, that preceding pivot. Bitcoin likes to do this. If you trade Bitcoin frequently, you already know that. So I'm not seeing a specific rising wedge, but we were breaking out in a rising wedge. So we need to reframe this in terms of the framework that let's reframe into this, guys. Level of resistance, level of support. This is what the traders are doing right now. Okay, in terms of the constriction, and this does help to draw this out. You guys know this. In terms of defining the breakout, it was more narrow. As we push laterally here, it becomes a larger rising wedge, okay? And at some point when you continue to push laterally sideways, the wedge becomes so small that it becomes insignificant, and you start to look purely for a channel, right? So in the larger your wedge to the upside, I'm going to say the more insignificant it becomes as a constriction. There's less of a compression between the buyers and the sellers. But as long as we still have that constriction, we pay attention to it as a mode. However, it presents itself between two hits on support, two hits on resistance. Okay, those are the two requirements. You need to hit 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Okay, that's the requirements for the rising wedge. And in terms of that, we can scale this back into the zone that we were in. We can even we can sharpen this up into this level if we so choose, and they're both equally valid. From the hit 1, hit 2, hit 1, hit 2, and upon support, hit 1, hit 2. So those would be resistance, sellers engaging buyers along support. I want to encourage you guys on the 125x that you're trading. Make sure that you are focusing on your accuracy, keeping notes and journaling to the greatest extent possible. What are your setbacks? What are your fallbacks? What are the problems that you have on your trades, right? It's easy just to buy at support, sell at resistance, but is that causing you problem? I just can't figure out which time frame to be on, right? If you're worried about the time frame, understand some traders just pick one time frame, like the 5 minutes. Someone just likes the 5 minute. They want to stick with the 5 minute. That's great. You just have to understand there's going to be bigger moves on the hourly that you're not going to be able to fit on the 5 minutes. That's just the bottom line, you know? So you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to learn how the different time frames affect your trading, right? It's something that's just going to come with time. As you have questions, just continue to have patience with the market, and there's no such thing as a bad question. Just understand the more macro, the larger moves on the daily, right? So if you want to just trade on a level of support or a level of resistance on the daily, well, we're going to be waiting for a while to sell here potentially, right? This could take a while to get to a level of resistance here to engage in a potential sell, guys, or short, whatever you do. You would buy or long at support, sell or short at resistance. So on the daily, it's like, well, do I just work with the daily lines? That's a valid question. Well, guys, if you really want to be really patient, then sure. But when you would like some more action, some more trades, you're going to dig into the lower time frames. Start with the 5-minute. Get into the framework of some additional trades at the lower time frames. You'll have to dig into the lower time frames. You guys know this. You'll have to dig into those lower time frames when you're looking for additional detail that may be hidden in the 5-minute, or at least go to your candle wicks. At least go to your candle wicks. You'll see a small break to the upside here. Okay, that'll tell you the additional volatility that you're missing on your specific time frame. So that's dial in to the extent that you're comfortable dialing into the 3-minute, 1-minute, 15-second, 5-second, 1 second. Book those trades. If any time frame is too aggressive for you, I just say either give it some additional time, right? Persist, okay? Develop your technical skills and acumen, okay? That would be the idea. As we look at a head and shoulders potential here, I dare say a head and shoulders because we just we have the element of the head and shoulders on the macro that was just beat. This is a nice microcosm of that macro feature as we look at that. But this is a solid flat bottom here, isn't it? This really is a solid flat bottom. Let's see if we have setup. We've just been dealing with this, and as we look at it, are we going to recreate another descending, any type of a descending framework here, or have we already pushed into, see, the longer that we get in terms of the framework of any kind of a wedge, the more insignificant it becomes, right? We start to say, no, it's not a wedge, it's more of a channel framework. So yeah, in terms of the time frames, just understand all that takes time, okay? And I brought this up to Jay tonight, and shout out to Jay again, but I want to let you know as you look at like running the Kentucky Derby, okay, you're going to be the jockey, you got the horse, everything else. You're going to run. You're going to get ready. You're the jockey. This is like the 100 rounds in terms of training yourself for trading. Initially, we don't need you to go all the way around the track, okay? I mean that. You don't need to start and go all the way around the track. Worry about turn 4. Man, what about turn 4, turn 3, whatever it may be, as we look at a descending framework here and indeed a head and shoulders. You can eyeball this. You can work on this with your fingers, guys. Hands on the screen if you need to. Boom, boom. Measure down. Okay, but as you bring up the horse example, just understand this. Initially, and we do have a bit of a descending wedge feature here. Okay, we'll call that into play on the 15-second. Okay, 15-second lower time frame comes into the mix. Right on call here. Not an ideal descending wedge. We would prefer to be a bit more extended, right? Still worried about that. Just cognizant of that specific nearly flat bottom here. So as we look at the Kentucky Derby example, understand the following, that you don't need to run the whole race right now. You don't need to, guys. All the questions you've got about the end of the fourth turn, the third turn, is it rain on the is it rainy, is it dry, what's the track condition, how many people in the stands, you don't need all that. Right now you need to get in the gate. You need to get in the gate on the horse. You need to work on the launch. Boom. The first thing you need to do is work on the takeoff of the horse out of the gate. Boom. You're the jockey. You're on the horse. This is the analogy to your understanding how you start to engage in trades, right? Buy at support. Boom. You focus on rule number 1, period. Buying at support, period. Okay? You're the jockey. We got the Triple Crown coming up. What about the next race? What about the next race? No, that's not what you need to worry about. You need to worry about, if you're racing Kentucky Derby, if you're racing pro horse racing, you're the jockey, you got the number 1 horse, you're excited, everything. What's your number 1 rule? Buy at support, right? So the rest of the questions about the track, the rest of the questions about the guys, about the Santa Anita, which are the horses, guys, forget it. Turn 3, turn 4, turn. No, guys. What's the lead horse going to be? No, guys. What's the come from behind horse I have to contend with? No, guys. It's the buy it support. So it's you on the horse in the starting gate, prepared and taking literal repetitive steps, literally just working on the takeoff out of the gate. The gate door opens, boom, you're gone. right? That's the first thing you need to work on in terms of that analogy. Don't worry about all the other stuff on the track, all the other horses, all the other questions you could have about being a pro jockey, winning the race. What are we going to do? That's irrelevant, guys. You need to work on straight out of the gate. Boom. Buy at support. That's it. Book those trades. Focus on rule number 1. After that, it's sell at resistance. How would this have worked here? Buy at support, sell at resistance. Beautifully well. Okay? And so I encourage you guys to think of that example, because I think you can picture yourself on a horse in the starting gate, right? And just understand that original boom, that move on the horse that you're not used to, straight out of the starting gate. Worry about all the other stuff later on as you really master your skills, as you really start to work on what we got here. K-Kid, what's up, K-Kid? Welcome to Bitcoin Spiker. Welcome to join our trade group. We got Torque, Pathfinder, Anthony. We got all good guys here. We got a great group, and we welcome you to join our VIP top-level membership. And I'm a former hedge fund owner and non-SEC, etc. But, yeah, we just had a new member yesterday, and we're the top trade group. You're welcome to join. We're killing it. Looking forward to you learning to trade. And if you can already trade, we'd love to hear what you can do. So that's the dynamic as you guys think about, like, well, this is a horse race here. I got to win this thing. You don't worry about the Kentucky Derby. You don't worry about the other competition. You don't worry about turn 2, turn 3. No, guys. You worry about the basic principle, the basic first step. As you're gonna compete like this. You're gonna be in the show, right? Literally, guys. You're trading against the top traders in the world in Bitcoin. Every time you trade, you're trading against the top traders around the world. They're trading against you. So you could have a million questions, million problems. It's the biggest competition. Get all worked up. No. Rule number 1, buy at support. You're in the gate on the horse. You need to work on the takeoff. Literally, the gate opens, the bell rings, gate opens, and boom, you're out of the starting gate. That's literally what you need to work on before you worry about the track, before you worry about the conditions, about everything, guys. You understand it. The rule number 1, you got to get out of the gate, right? Period. So work on that within that mindset. And just imagine yourself on that jockey, or you being on the jockey and on the horse. So that's just important as you would. Some of you are like, I want to own the horse. I want to own the jockey. So that's fine. That's fine too. But I like that example as you talk about just being in that starting, being in the starting block, being in the starting gate, working on the takeoff. That literal level of support. The most basic feature here that's worked out perfectly. We say it all the time. It's so simple. People don't want to do it. It's up 3.32% right now. And I know you guys know this. VIP know this. So looking at the framework in terms of the 15-second, we do have a descending line of support. This specific zone, BTC being a little bit, Bitcoin being a little bit off on this level, would have been nice to see a level hit along support. But we had such a beautiful pickup below. Man, that was a nice pickup below. You'll see the framework here. We love trading Bitcoin, guys. We love trading Bitcoin. We just do. Nice volatility, great group, good people, right? It's cool, guys. It works. Level of resistance, level of support, right? That's a bearish feature. We got down into that target very quickly, didn't we? Didn't have to market, did we? VIP, no, don't we? Yep, you guys know. We're going to get to the point where we don't have to talk much about that to the extent that we choose to or not. And if people have questions about it, we can refer them to a video, etc. So VIP have developed a lot of know-how. I'm going to say that a lot of know-how over this last several months. Let's look at a flat top. We got a flat top on the 5-second. Yes, we do. Flat top on the 5-second because we're off this level of support. Right on. So I'm looking as to whether or not we have an ascending line. I'd prefer to be a bit more ascending here. Boom. Right? But I'm always looking for a flat top. You guys know this. Always looking for the presence and indication of the presence of buyers. Looking for a potential in terms of these specifics here. Now, we did break the specific channel formation. I'll tell you the market's looking at that. I did also, to the extent that we're in the midst of a breakout trade, it's a demand function. Are we headed? I'm just going to tell you guys, as soon as you back off this specific channel line function, keep an eye on it. And those who have been in VIP for a while, you know that this function plays frequently in terms of the specific amplitude move, boom, to the downside. That would put us at the 50%, okay, in terms of these Fibonacci's. Just to note it. Just keep, those of you who are in VIP, you know this already. Like, no, this plays quite frequently. a catch and a bullish pattern would be preferred as we're up against the line of resistance. Looking forward to trading, guys. We backed that truck up, right? We parked that thing sideways, that money truck. We just did earlier on. I know that you guys traded as well. Congratulations to all the VIP in the back, guys. It's just awesome. You guys are rocking it. J-Mac, nice to talk to you tonight. And what I'll do, guys, is why don't I cut a video? Why don't I do a little bit of hard technical work for you guys and get into it? Thank you guys for cheering me up a little bit earlier. I'm like, no one's here. No one's here. There's got to be VIP in the crowd. I'm like, it put me in a bad mood. So this channel formation looks like we're up against level of resistance in terms of the breakout. In terms of that breakout, we'll look for that. And guys, I'm just so excited to have nailed that sub 20 call on that tweet. That was really important. I think that was important for Elliott Wave International as well. A lot of importance as we look at the credibility of our group. I think you guys know this, and I don't think everyone likes to hear this. I literally don't think everyone likes to hear this, guys. You know this. But as I would look at the, this would be the 20,000. Okay, Bitcoin indicates a move down below 20,000 again. Okay, very important. Not everyone likes to hear this stuff, but you guys need to hear it. This is who we are. This is nice when things come just perfectly into play. Look at this. Bitcoin at 57,131. This is when we caught the move that it went 25% down from 57,000, right? Double top preceding, trying to play the specific move to the upside. You guys know this. That specific bull flag, boom, capitulation, fake out, wasn't good. Double top, called that in this zone. Was that about 64,000? You guys remember 64? Yeah, the double top. Sure, that's on video, guys. In terms of this specific move, the 57,131, we caught that. We work hard to catch these. You guys know this. This is competitive stuff, like big time. So when we talk about that stuff, I know that people, not everybody's into it. Not everyone wants to hear how right you are. I remind you guys because that's your group. That's who we are. That's what's up. That's our battle cry, right? In terms of just continually staying competitive, out-competing ourselves to the extent possible with continual progress. How do you out-compete yourself? Well, progress, right? You got to continually challenge yourselves. You got to continually become better, right? It just is, guys, right? The level of accuracy, level of precision, continually required, okay? We're on the micro right now with the macro. Interesting. Last night was from the micro to the intermediate to the macro, right? The real small to the middle range to the large picture, right? Do you see this function here? Preceding pickup and the rough equivalent here. It's a rough equivalent of maybe a descending triangulation, a pickup at a preceding level of support, right? Not once, really, if I raise this up, about twice in there, close, right? So looking at this framework, this kind of fan procedure up, and then this essentially flat bottom support. If we dig into the time frame, if we dig into that lower time frame, what do we have? Essentially a repeat. Truth, right? Pick up on these nuances, pick up on these details. When you start to look at the pattern framework, to the extent that you have a photographic memory, it's going to help. To the extent that you don't, it may be a little bit challenging. I would say that if you have a photographic memory, it's easy. If you like look at something, if you're interested in it, I think that you will have one, right? If you're interested in the time frames, if you're interested in the price action, like how, at some point you're going to start to be able to memorize these a little bit more quickly. And if that's a challenge for you guys, I don't mean to imply that you have to have one, but it does help, right? If you can remember which patterns on all the time frames, etc., the more you deal with the time frames, it's just like dealing in an assembly line, right? A production line, something along those lines. It just is. You guys know that. This the 1 minute doesn't look too good. You guys know now Bitcoin's been real difficult. Okay, she's laid waste to those on the unfavorable side of things, but the support line was beautiful. That was a pickup. That was the way to go. So I just bring that up because she's acting like she wants to be a little bit difficult here. She's acting like on that 1 minute that down is the routine. You guys know that flat bottom support, right? A little bit of a curvature as well, huh? We're noticing BTC. This is her in her prime when she starts to evidence a bit of this curvature, just a little bit of a pull up here, boom, right? We just know she's Bitcoin. That's the bottom line. We appreciate these details. We watch for these details. All right, indicative of a bit of a change in the pricing behavior between the buyers and the sellers. We start to see that transformation, guys, in terms of the the demand function. It's just the slightest clues that we can start to get that maybe something's changing, right? Maybe a bit of an Elliott wave dynamic, an ellipse is coming into the equation. If we go to the 15-second, we want to see, does that hold? Does it maintain, or is it consistent or inconsistent amongst the time frames? But we would prefer to see a little bit stronger of a pattern in terms of an ascending line of support, right? We don't necessarily want anything closely resembling a flat bottom support. We just don't want a flat bottom support. Anytime we can, we're really looking for this classic bull pennant feature. You guys know this, right? All the VIP know this. So Bitcoin. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, guys. Big day. I was running around a little bit today. Wanted to let you guys know I did the best in the back. I tried to help you guys at least get into this. Put the truck sideways, back up into the truck. You guys know this. I hope you guys traded that. I really hope you guys traded that. Look at this. What do we got? What is this? We got learning fast trade. Boom. Anthony in the back, 121%. Boom. Nicely done. Look at this. 253, 121. And I just hope that you guys got into a trade in the back. I told you I literally wanted to back the truck up, park it sideways, the money truck, into the level of support. I hope you guys got in. I know that some of you did. So congratulations to the VIP. Hugely important. And I'm going to tell you guys, where are we at? Are we on Wednesdays or Thursday? I got an appointment, a meeting with Leo, new VIP. Really excited about Leo. It's going to be a lot of fun, Leo. You're going to fit in well with the group, and looking forward to seeing progress on your behalf. This specific structure, I'm interested to the extent that we can do the following, guys. For me, BTC, for any kind of a new trade, I want a solid line of support. I've got a long from way down here. Okay, I've got a long from way down here that's still cruising, no problem, phenomenal gains. I've got a short from way up here. Okay, so I'm hedged right now. And in terms of the release point, it's very interesting because you guys will hear frequently, you'll hear frequently that, well, someone's in a position. Ooh, it's cool. Okay, they're in a position. I'll have multiple positions, right? I'll have a long from the low and a short from the high, right? I just will. I'll get into maybe the management of those just personally in terms of how I would handle those. But when you're making money from the low end, adding in a level of insurance from the high end, and you're compounding into your entries. That's another fact. Compounding potentially into your entries. Things get a little interesting, right? That's nobody else is doing this stuff, guys. It's nice. It's a nice group. I appreciate the dynamic in play. So in terms of what I'm specifically looking for, I would just tell you guys the dead level best that I would like to see brought into the equation is the golden pocket. Period. I want to see the golden pocket brought into the equation. That $19,164. That's what I'm going to be geared towards heavily. And I'll just tell you guys, heavily. Now, in terms of overall price action, I just want to leave you with the notion that the golden pocket for me is one of these circumstances where I say, let's park the truck sideways. All right, let's bring the money truck to the house and park it sideways in the driveway, right? Just so everybody's like, what the heck happened there? What is he doing with the money truck in the driveway? It's a joke, but guys, we talk that way. It's just funny, guys. You imagine your neighbors look at, why does he have a money truck and it's parked sideways? Like, it's just funny. We talk, guys. We talk. So that's the framework that I'm looking at. The additional trades that are available on the micro, we're trading. But this is another level for me, the golden pocket, that I'm really interested in. Like, is almost as interested in this level of support. I'm interested in this specific golden pocket. I'd like to put some orders. I will put some orders after the stream. I'll put some orders down here to see if she can come and pick me up. Boom. At that specific 61.8 to the 65th. Right? That you have to double click on your Fibonacci's and make sure you have that 65th added in. And make sure you have that 0.86. The 0.86. Make sure you have those added in. Hugely important. So in terms of the, let's say just in terms of the overall direction of the price action, we're excited. That's why I came live. I will be in the back with the VIP. And equities are putting some pressure on the market, as you know. When Powell stands up and talks about a recession being possible, guys, and kind of an admission to Congress, you got to kind of pay some attention. You guys know this. We don't like to talk about Powell and the SEC and the Federal Reserve, whatever else may be going on in Congress. You got to pay some attention, right? You can't miss this stuff, right? So it's just it's not a what do we got? Good old golden pocket, old Goldie. You got that right. Let me just short. You're already on those what do you call them? The little icons, those little emojis. Thank you, Pathfinder. You're just a blessing to be around, brother. You're a cool guy. Yo, we got a good group. So I feel like there's something else here that we're not talking about. This is honestly the feeling that I'm getting right now on this chart. And let's look at the 4 hourly. Ouch. Ouch. You guys see? Ouch. All right, let's look at this just in terms of this kind of like, ouch. All right, let's look at the 4 hourly. I see what it's trying to do. I see what's trying to be communicated. I understand the fact, and you guys get this. I understand the fact. This kind of satisfies my curiosity here. What could I possibly be leaving out? Ouch. I'm just gonna say, anytime you see a flat bottom support like this, now, what is it, guys? Maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 times, we'll see something nice formulate here and boom to the upside, but it's just not classic TA. It's just not. Anytime we see something like this, the sellers are indicated as being in the market. We have that's perfect, guys. This is a nice hit on the 4 hourly, without a doubt. Let's check out the MACD, if I can. Oh yes, ouch. You guys know that 4 hourly on the bottom. If that decides to roll negatively, ouch, guys, ouch. And now technically, this is interesting. Technically, if we maintain, we should flip this back positive blue. I'm going to tell you guys that. If we're up and this goes down, we're bearish divergence, okay? If price is up and MACD is going down, we're in a bearish divergence, okay? If price is down and MACD were to be up, that's a bullish divergence, okay? And we pay enough attention. That specific looks like the hourly has been quite variable as well. The 4 hourly, I mentioned it because it's been really strong in the back. We've been paying attention to it. We caught this move, boom, to the downside yesterday. When this move right here, bam, you guys know that. We caught that in the back. That was nice. Just real quick, a warning, a caution on that 4 hourly. And bam, if you guys weren't in the back, literally within, what was that, 10 minutes, 5 minutes? Boom, just down. Big move to the downside. After noting that in the back, we strive to, guys, we try and catch every move, but sometimes you got to let things breathe, let it marinate for a minute, right, in terms of the technical. So 4 hourly is tough, guys. It's tough. We've seen these behave well in the past. We've seen them do something along the lines of this is kind of interesting. When we look at sometimes we'll see a little bit of a move in line with this, with a potential either break down or break, boom, to the upside, something like that. It's just, I joke with the VIP in the back. It's like, what do you guys want to do today? Oh, let's hang around. Let's hang out and trade. You guys know this. Let's hang around and trade breakout descending triangles. And it's a joke because it's just unpredictable to the upside. They're not the traders' most favorite moves to the upside in terms of level of resistance. It'll catch the preceding highs. You guys know that. It's the truth. It's like, let's not do that. Let's find a bull flag. Let's find an ascending triangle. Let's find something more fun than that. So that's the hidden that's the kicker right there. That specific flat line support. In terms of direction or beating it, I'll just say technically Elliott does say we go past this level of resistance. It just does. So to the extent that is what Elliott says, a move here is somehow anticipated. I would prefer to see the following, and I've stated this in the back. I'd really prefer to see something along the lines of this play out. Some sort of a bull flag here would just be fantastic, wouldn't it? Catch on the line of support, etc. Maybe not complete the specific descending triangulation all the way down, but give us some sort of a move where we can all get excited and let us hammer into a nice pattern. That's what we're looking for. If you guys are down in your trades and money, I want to encourage you again to remain disciplined and consistent in terms of the amount of your trades. Just that, when I say consistency and discipline is required, make sure that you remain consistent in terms of the amount of your trades, and that you're disciplined in that effort. You can't roll the dice like that, guys. It's not. It's just not. It's not a winning equation. It's just not, guys. In terms of revenge trading, is sometimes we talk about it. And shout out to all the VIP. But no revenge trading. No, I'm going to scale up so much. This has to be the trade, because that's when something can go wrong. All of a sudden, a technology issue or a wrong button was hit. Something happens, and it's just not worth it, guys. Don't ruin your week. Don't ruin your day. Not at all, guys. We want you guys to master your, and this is interesting, master your level of consistency right before. And I'll just tell you guys, I'm looking for these in the market. Okay, I always say that for a flat top, right? I'm looking for these in the market. I'm looking for these in the market. Flat bottom, ascending level of resistance. You guys been paying attention to these? I hope that you have. On that 3 minute, that's an interesting look right now. Flat bottom, ascending line of resistance. Just note those for VIP. Please note these. Okay, anytime you've got a flat, and this is a complication. I will definitely admit this is a complication on the 1 minute. But we have become accustomed, I've become accustomed in the back to looking at any flat bottom, okay, that has an ascending line of resistance. These have been very nice to trade. I hope that you guys have noticed these on a micro level as part of a different dynamic, especially when they're real small, right? I've been noticing that a real small dynamic with a flat bottom and an ascending, they've been wanting to rock it up. So noted for VIP, you guys noted, noted hereby. But that 1 minute looks like a potential channel to the upside and a potential bear flag. That 3 minute is in line with more of a flat bottom with an ascending level of resistance. So let's get in the back. Let's go trade. I know you guys are trading right now, but let's get in the back and go trade. I'm going to have orders at the golden pocket just because I'm going to have orders at the golden pocket. That's my next, because we had that moment today in the back. Level of support, going in heavy, etc. That's good. I like every day to try and bring something that's positive in the framework of really providing some value to you guys. That's my goal every day, and today we definitely did that in the back with the heads up, heavy, boom. Multiple trades here too, and so I hope you guys book trades. I know that you did in the back. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, and we're looking forward to the weekend. It can't get here fast enough. You guys take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon. Let me get to work on a technical video, and let's see if we can hit. I know it doesn't seem like it, right? This doesn't seem like it right now. I just don't know why $19,000 is on my radar. It's on my radar for some reason. It just is, guys. It's literally on my radar. 19,000 just is. I gotta tell you, it doesn't seem like it now. It's a bullish structure. We're gonna be heading up, right? And that's what it seems like. So it's a bullish indicated pattern, right? It's just 19,000. I just stuck on that figure. It's 19,000. This golden pocket. That's gonna be for me. I'm gonna hammer some orders together here after the stream and make sure that I'm covered at this specific level. That's what I'm going to do. I'll probably sleep better if I have that 19,000 covered. Guys, this is London with Bitcoin Spike. Thanks so much for being VIP. And again, if you don't have my cell phone in the back, make sure you DM me. Text me. I put the cell in the back tonight. Trying to build that community in 2022, and it's crucial to me, and I know it's important to you guys as well. On your radar as well, of course. And I know that, boom. Without a doubt, Pathfinder, and appreciate all the interaction. And I'm just constantly reading as I stream, constantly reading what you guys are putting in the mix. So let's go. Let's see what we got. Be aware of the specific constriction here that is still in play right now. Okay, as we have an expressed larger base function than an upside function. Be aware of the dynamic that brings into the market in terms of a constriction. We can push, we can continue to grind along, but this broader base here and this still constricted level here would be an incredible level to get up above to target below. Period. You guys know that. Make sure you watch Bitcoin Spike Wedge Tactics. Bitcoin Spike Wedge Tactics, okay? And in terms of getting out and up and above, we'd love that. Boom. We just came from an ascending wedge here. Boom. Right? We're in that formation here again with the requirement met. 2 hits on resistance, 2 hits on support. So let's go dig in, guys. And nice price action. Congratulations to all the VIP and those returns. I want to look at them one more time just to brighten up the evening. Again, 121%. That's what we're talking about. 253% trades. And we had some more up in the top. Guys, you're an awesome group. Let's get it and have a great rest of the week. I almost can't believe it's almost the weekend again, right? When Bitcoin is just bound to make a few just earth-shattering moves. I'm excited about it because the weekends have just been awesome, haven't they? They really have been awesome. So we've been having so much fun with the weekends. I can't believe it's almost the weekend again. That's how you know you're in a good trade group. You guys know this because honestly, it's like we're about to tear it up again, right? It's just, I don't know. The dynamic comes together. Not everybody's working. No, I don't know what it is, but it's like just watch VIP on the weekend. Watch what Bitcoin's going to do this weekend. We really have a good time with it, and we're looking forward to that. What a little pattern here, right? I'm not gonna talk too much. Let's go in the backlist trade, guys, and I'll let you guys know my trades. If at all we get into another situation like this with a heavy indication or something like that, I'll let you guys know. And just remember, you can trade it on the way up, on the way down, back on the way up. It's exciting, guys. So we'll talk to you guys soon. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Thanks for being here. And it's been a long day. I want to let you guys know I had a lot of running around to do. Got a chance to talk to J Mac. That was nice. New VIP. I'm looking forward to talking to Leo. And going to get everybody on that 100 rounds. I want you guys to be competitive with yourselves. What does that mean? You're going to be better than your former self, better than the trader you used to be. You don't have to compete with anybody else other than yourself, right? In my book, that's the goal. Be competitive. Outcompete yourself. Okay, that's a really crucial idea there that's going to require additional progress. This is not looking too. I don't want to comment on this. I'm not wild about this pattern. Were it to work out to the upside, I feel like it's a poorly structured technical pattern to really comment on. Bitcoin will do that to the traders. It's just not something with that flat of a bottom that I'm going to get really excited about. Just rarely will I get really excited about a pattern that has an extremely flat bottom support on it. You guys know that. So we'll talk to you soon, guys. Let me go cut a video to the extent necessary.